Hello, this is Malorian, and now this will be the second game of the Onslaught tournament, and this time will be my Orcs up against some Skaven. Alright, so for this first game, I actually had some pretty high hopes. The guy I was playing against, he was with the group that came from Calgary, just like the guy I played in my first game, and he seemed like a really nice guy. At the same time, his Skaven looked pretty interesting. I mean, it had a kind of a mix of some different things. He had this really cool conversion for the Hell Pit. So, I mean, really, I was looking in this game to get another big, well, to get my first of the tournament Massacre win, and then also just have some fun with it too. The problem is that this turned out to be a very frustrating start to the game. And that's because there's another Calgary guy beside me that, because of some stuff we were talking about in the forums, he was unhappy with me, and so he was catcalling me through the first, I don't know, hour of the game. And so it was just pretty frustrating, and so it was hard to get into that fun game atmosphere. But whatever. Anyway, looking at this, the game was a regular battle line, so just the regular stuff going on. But one of the neat things that they had for this is that every core unit was worth double victory points. So, some important things there. For my secondary, I was trying to go for the one where I was trying to destroy 3 banners. Because what he had is on the left, he had its Storm Vermin, and in there he has his Grey Seer, and he has a Engineer. He has Doom Wheel, some Slaves, Plague Monks with the Furnace. Behind, there's the Bunker that has the BSB and a Warlord General. More Slaves, a little Rat Dart, the HBA, and then some Gutted Runners on the far right. And so really what I was hoping to do in here is to really try and smash them down with the foot, get in there, and start breaking them down. I mean, I know that his Plague Monks have the whole reroll banner, so I mean, they can do a lot of pain, but if I can just reduce their numbers, my Trolls are pretty good at weathering that, and then if I can find some way to avoid the Slaves, I don't know, we're going to have to see how this works out, but we'll see how it goes. So he gets first turn, and it starts very poorly. First of all, I forgot to mention he has a Warp Lightning Cannon. But first turn, he moves up, 6 dice's 13th, and gets it, and kills 18 of my Black Orcs. It was so bad. So, I mean, all of a sudden on this side, I'm completely outmatched, and I'm basically looking to just hide the whole game. The one thing that saved me, though, is that after I started taking the models off, I remembered that there's also a difference to this one that's kind of supposed to be like raining, and so shooting and stuff doesn't really work as well, so that the ranges of all shooting and magic is reduced by D6. Now, he had pretty much just set himself up so he's just in range, and so as soon as you reduced it, that meant he was out of range for the spell. And so that was fantastic. All my Black Orcs are back. The bad news is, just like how I was being frustrated because I was getting all the annoyances from the guy beside me, is that now I started the game with a whole kind of just power gamer, going in rules lawyer type thing. So that definitely didn't have a good effect on the game. So otherwise, you can see where he aimed up. Pretty much his Slaves are pushing up. He's not too aggressive on the left side, other than an Engineer that's peeling off to shoot me with, I assume, the Doom Rocket. And on the right side, I can tell my Savages are going to have a hell of a time. He actually went up and shot at my Wolf Riders at the far right and didn't do too much at them, so I might go for a charge. But, I mean, with the whole Rat Dart thing, he'll be able to try and bait me, and yeah, I'm going to be having a hard time there. So then with my turn 1, I charge my Wolf Riders into these Gutter Runners or whatever here, and so getting rid of them will be a nice thing. They're on this picture, this fuzzy picture, sorry, but yeah, I didn't realize how tough they were in combat, and they kind of roll poison like crazy, and so yeah, I was down to like 1 model, and yeah, my Wolf Riders are gone. So that sucked. My Savages are moving up just because I need them to eliminate the right Slaves to make sure they don't get in the way of my Trolls. This is going to hope that he also doesn't do the whole thing with the Troll Dart, but we'll find out. I'm also trying not to go too far up with my Trolls because I don't want him getting the impact hits with his Furnace, just because I know it'll be pretty important for me the way that fight goes. And yeah, I started my game off with Animosity, so I didn't get any magic this turn, so no reduction in his unit sizes. His turn 2, and he really got to start being fairly aggressive. On the right side, he did just what I was worrying about. The Dart is in my face. I have the Hell Pit to my right. His Monks moved up to take the charge, and the Slaves are there to block my River Trolls. I'm kind of happy that his Wheel stayed back, and the same thing with his Storm Vermin. My Black Orcs did take a big hit and lost a big bunch of their number to the Doom Wheel, or sorry, the Doom Rocket. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty outmatched over there. Because at this point, I have the horde attack still, but by the time that the storm vermin hit first, and there's like 50 of the guys, I'm already going to be losing attacks before I even strike. So I'm not liking that matchup at all. I mean, the Doom Wheel could go and join that fight as well. So I'm not liking the right flank, I'm not liking the left flank, so it's really coming down to hoping my trolls can save me. And so here we go on my turn 2. Trolls are charging in, and I basically need them. And on the left side, there's only so much troll I can actually fit in there because of the way it was set up. And so then my turn, it looks like this. And hey, look at that, I failed animosity again. So just frustrations of the guy to the left, frustrations with my dice, and a little bit like tension in the air because of that first rules lawyering thing at the very start of the game. So anyway, I'm killing some slaves. I'm actually moving back with my Black Orcs because I don't want to deal with that there. My Savages luckily passed their Frenzy test so that they didn't have to charge, and I just reformed. And in the Troll fight, it was pretty bloody, but I felt pretty lucky here, where even with all his rerolls, he only killed 3 of my Trolls. I did have some things where I had 3 of my Trolls attacking his monk that had no protection whatsoever and only did 1 wound to him. And I know he has a scroll, so if I ever get a magic phase, it'd be nice if he didn't have a scroll. But, this is on my turn, and I know I get the fight on his turn too before hopefully I get a magic phase. His turn 3, his HPA is moving again to my flank, and his dart's just there to try and redirect me. His wheel is moving up, and so now I have to worry about it going either at my Troll's flank or at my Black Orcs. Also, I could have gone and done a combat reform to shift over my Trolls to get more attacks, but then I'd be showing my flank to the Storm Vermin. The one thing I do like about the Storm Vermin is that they did not move up too much. He had his Engineer up there to redirect me, but at least the Storm Vermin are fairly far back. As far as the combats went, killed more of the slaves, I was able to shut down his magic phase, and then the monk one, it's really starting to go better there now. I killed a bunch of the monks, the priest is dead, so it's looking a lot better. Of course, this is the one where he does, I have to do D6 toughness tests, I have to take 5, failed 5 regen. It's just, come on, where are these odds in my dice? My turn 3 then, and yeah, again, lots of luck for me. Savages pass their test, not charge, kind of move back a little bit. The Black Orcs moving back a bit. The slaves on the left destroyed, and I just combat reform to try and deal with whatever's over there. I just pretty much put everything... Okay, first of all, look at this luck. I finally get a magic phase. I do the foot to the bunker. It scatters down to the furnace, does 3 wounds, so I direct all my attacks at the furnace, destroy it, they break, I run them down, and I'm now into the bunker. So this is just so good now for me. His turn 4, he has the Doom Wheel going to the flank of my Trolls, and he has the HPA going to my Savages. I should be able to hold on both of those things, but, even though things are going well, it could turn around. So we'll have to kind of see, and if nothing else, hopefully I just mess up that bunker so much that he's going to be losing his leadership. It doesn't really go as well though, because in the one main combat at the top, I just kill so much of the bunker. I didn't even go after the characters because I kind of assumed they'd break, but they were able to hold. The Doom Wheel is fleeing. Let's see. His Storm Vermin just kind of reformed there. He's still looking to redirect me with the Engineer. The HPA did some damage to me, but I think I did 2 or 3 wounds back, so that's pretty cool, and I held after the Steadfast. So, really good turn for what it could have been. And so my turn 4, I had to kind of take this quick picture because everything just went to hell so fast. Bunker destroyed and ran down for what was the last stuff there. The slaves on the right blew up. I had charged into the Storm Vermin. They broke. I ran them down. And at this point, he just basically just said, okay, that's the game, we're done. And really it was. But, there you go. So, victory to the Orcs, and it was really nice because I got the Massacre, I got my secondary, but the bad news is that whereas I had hoped going to this game it was going to be tons of fun, I walked out the end of it, and I'm pretty sure this guy wanted to key my car. He was obviously not very happy with me. And of course... At the start of it, what I usually like to do is at the start of a game, I like breaking the ice, asking about games, trying to get a little bit of friendly, and at the end, talk and be friendly too, right? It's one thing where it's nice to try and get higher sportsmanship, but it's also a thing too where it's just good to learn. I mean, I've never seen this guy before, I've never played against him before, and it's good to know your community. And unfortunately, because the guy to my left, and because another thing is that the length that we had for this game was only 2 hours. So I'm a fast player, but even with playing fast, you don't have much extra time. So because of mainly the jerk to my left, well, I mean, he knows he was being a jerk to me. I know the guy, he knows me, and he was kind of pushing the envelope there. But so I didn't have the time to start. And at the time at the end where I was trying to talk, he just, I mean, from the way that he was looking at it, he thought he had no chance whatsoever. He didn't have the flaming banner, end of story. But really, the way I was trying to tell him is, man, this could have really gone his way. If I just would have failed my frenzy test on the right, I'd have showed my flank or rear to his HBA. HBA could have charged in. I'd be steadfast, but away from my general and BSB. So if I fail a leadership 7, I lose the whole unit. Everything was falling apart on the left. It was only because of the scenario that my Black Orcs were like not down to 10 models pretty much there. And I mean, if he just would have been more aggressive with the Storm Vermin, they would have killed me. Sure, my trolls killed the monks, but he could have set it up so that then the slaves went to my whatever was left of the flanks of my trolls at the end to trap them down, and then really in the end, my flanks would collapse, and then everything would then concentrate on the center. But it just didn't go that way, right? My flanks held, my trolls kicked butt in the center, and I won the game that way. But you know, we had to split with a difference of opinion, and there you go, that was the game. So a little bit unsatisfying, and you know, it was too bad it wasn't a little bit more friendly, but hey, at least I'm kind of back in the game with a big bunch of points. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.